going on, y'all? 5 Sports Off back at it with another video talking some more football. I'm going to give you guys my Week 2 NFL predictions, just a quick hits version of it where I'll just be talking about who I think will win in the matchup and why I think they'll win in just a few sentences, one or two. So let's get started right now. I got the list right here. New England at Buffalo is where we'll get started. I actually have the Bills in this game just because of their defense. You saw what they did to Andrew Luck last week. Rex Ryan is going to throw the house at Tom Brady. And like I said, this is more about the Bills than it is about the Patriots. I feel like the Bills defense is going to overcome that and be competent on offense as well with Tyrod Taylor. I like the Bills in a close game in this one. Arizona at Chicago. You know, the Bears defense didn't look as bad as everyone thought they would be. Not just their defense, obviously the entire team. And now under John Fox, I think they'll be able to pull this game out at home. I think they'll be able to hold the Cardinals to competent numbers, and I think they'll give them a heavy dosage of Matt Forte like they gave the Packers in Week 1. And so I like the Bears at home against the Cardinals. Next up, we'll have the Chargers at Bengals. The Bengals go from playing Matt McGloin and Derek Carr to Phillip Rivers. So I like the Chargers in this game. Even against a tough Indy defense, I just feel like the Chargers offense is way, way, way better than the Bengals offense is. And so I like the Chargers in this game. Tennessee at Cleveland. I liked Marcus Mariota to keep that momentum going against a pretty decent Cleveland defense. But I still feel like with Johnny Manziel starting at quarterback, they'll be a little inconsistent. There'll be a few turnovers. And so I think the defense of the Titans will be able to capitalize, but ultimately I think Marcus Mariota will be the reason why I think the Titans will win this game. Detroit at Minnesota. I like this as a redemption game for the Vikings. I think AP is going to have a bounce-back game after laying an egg against the 49ers on Monday night. Same with Teddy Bridgewater against a Detroit Lions defense that just lost to the Chargers, and they're missing Ndamukong Suh. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Even though this is in this is in New Orleans, I like the Saints to destroy the Bucs after the Bucs gave up 4 touchdowns to Marcus Mariota. Think of what they'll do. Think of what Drew Brees will do to the Bucs in that one. Atlanta Falcons at New York Giants. I like the Giants at home in this one. Again, redemption game. They know they should have won the game against the Cowboys, and they blew it at the last second. I think Eli's going to have a big game, Tom Coughlin, and same with OBJ. Look for the Giants to pull this one out. San Francisco 49ers at Pittsburgh Steelers. I actually like the 49ers to keep that momentum going after having a big, big win on Monday night. Their defense looks pretty solid. It's underrated, guys. And Carlos Hyde obviously is a beast. So I like the 49ers to keep this game going and hold a Pittsburgh offense, which is still missing Le'Veon Bell for one more week at least. St. Louis Rams at Washington Redskins. Look, the Redskins are a mess, and the Rams just beat the Seahawks. Their defense is stacked. Enough said. Rams in a blowout. Houston Texans at Carolina Panthers. Look, I like the Texans. I want to like the Texans even more. I just don't trust their offense. I know they're starting Ryan Mallett this week. I don't know what to expect of him. I think the Panthers have a good balance on offense and defense, and I think they pull this game out at home. Ravens at Raiders. Even though this is in Oakland, the Baltimore Ravens are going to destroy the Raiders. I think the Raiders have no shot against that. Even though they're now missing Terrell Suggs, that Baltimore defense is going to be really good. And then they also got Joe Flacco, who's still a decent quarterback, so I like the Ravens this one. Miami at Jacksonville. You know, the Jaguars are not as bad as everyone thinks they are. Their defense looks a little improved. Blake Bortles is making progress, but obviously the Dolphins are better. They've got a better quarterback, defense, and an overall team. I like Miami in this one. Dallas at Philly, probably the game of the night. I'm picking the Eagles in this one. I think Chip Kelly is going to design a great game plan. Sam Bradford's going to have a monster game. I think DeMarco's going to have a big game. And obviously the Cowboys are missing Dez Bryant, which is a huge loss. So a lot of guys are going to have to step up for them. I think Tony Romo is going to have a couple turnovers in this game because he'll throw a lot. I like the Eagles in this game. Seattle at Green Bay. I like the Seahawks in this sort of, again, redemption game. That's the theme here. Pete Carroll knows he blew another call at the 4th and 1 goal line when they went with Lynch, but I think for that reason, they're going to run all over the suspect Packers defense, Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. So I think, and they've also played Aaron Rodgers tough every time these two teams face off. So I like the Seahawks in this one, even though it is in Green Bay. And finally, the Jets at Indy. I'm picking a lot of road favorites in these picks, but I want to keep it going just because of how the matchup is and the rosters on each side. I still like the Jets over Indy. Look, Indy might be without T.Y. Hilton this week. The Jets defense looks really good under Todd Bowles, and their offense with Ryan Fitzpatrick, it's competent. You know, I think it can be enough to get the win, and so I like the Jets, even though they are the road team in this one. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Feel free to disagree. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks, and don't forget to subscribe.